Hi guys, so the Transport Secretary Grant Shapps responded to a question by a member of the SNP in the House of Commons a few days ago on the issue of the shortage of heavy goods vehicle drivers. Now of course Grant didn't tell the truth here and didn't have to tell the truth. Remember, he's in the House of Commons, he can lie in Parliament. But while there is a shortage of heavy goods vehicle drivers around the world, there's one glaring difference when it comes to the UK. But this is completely lost on the Transport Secretary. Anyway, let's hear what they had to say.
Despite all the government's protestations to the contrary, Brexit and the end of freedom of movement are the lead causes of the current driver shortage in the UK. Yeah. So will he listen to the Road Haulage Association when they say that they don't have a cat's chance of solving the problem unless they have access to temporary labour in the short term?
Yeah.
Well, I hear what the Honourable Lady says, but actually it's a fact that there's a global shortage. In the US, for example, they're hiring drivers from South Africa. In Poland, for example, their shortage is 123,000. In Germany, 45 to 60,000. So to say that this is just an issue of Brexit, it's completely untrue.
Do they have shortages of goods in their supermarkets? No, they don't. Britain does. But what he's talking about here is a chronic shortage. There are fewer people entering the industry. There are fewer drivers available. But only in Britain are supermarket shelves empty because of this. Now, there isn't a Brexit in America. There isn't a Brexit in Germany. There isn't a Brexit in Poland or any equivalent to it. So why aren't they seeing the same empty supermarket shelves? Can you answer that question, Grant?
What it is about, Mr. Speaker, is coronavirus, and that's why, as I mentioned before...
A lie. Because, as I said before, it's a chronic problem. There has been a shortage of drivers in Britain before the pandemic. There's also a shortage of drivers in some of the countries he's mentioned here before the pandemic. So it's not the pandemic. So if it's the pandemic, as he's claiming, then why was there a shortage before? And if it's not Brexit, then why aren't Germany, Poland, the United States seeing empty supermarket shelves, which they're not?
We have consulted on a series of measures which closed in the consultation on Monday. One, ensuring that we can go back to pre-97 driving licences, a Brexit bonus to allow for more tests to be taken for HGVs.
So I think what he's talking about here is by combining two tests. Now, I don't believe that this is some Brexit bonus. How would this be a Brexit bonus? By making the tests easier? By making them more dangerous, perhaps? Or by reducing the standard? Is that what you're doing? And you're saying, yes, see, we're actually by leaving the European Union, we're able to make the roads more dangerous. And that's a benefit.
So that we can allow HGV tests to do both articulated and rigid together. And one or two other measures that I'll return to this House very quickly to say more about.
Perhaps one of the measures he's talking about is another, once again related to testing, and it came out recently, this is, believe me when I say this, one of the rules they're considering removing is that drivers have to be able to reverse the lorries. They have to be able to uncouple the trailer. That is one of the skills they need to have. It seems the Brexit government is advising the testing centres to remove this requirement. So you can become a heavy goods vehicle driver even if you can't reverse the lorry or you can't uncouple the trailer. Surely those are important aspects when it comes to driving a 40-ton truck, no? But then we're now in Brexit Britain, where environmental standards have been thrown in the bin, and now it seems also road safety standards have been thrown in the trash as well. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.